Hello everyone, and welcome back to Chapter 2 of Wildermyth. Last time, in Part 6, we concluded our first chapter, having gone to the Lodenker Thicket and experienced some peculiarities with kind of possessions and being implanted with memories or something. It's very peculiar. At the end of last chapter, we received goods from all of the places we had defended, whether that was things like hide, fabric, ingots, and the like. So all of these places that we have released will now provide stuff for us. And here in Wick Ghost, we can click here, and now we have the option to craft further objects before we carry on. So we don't get to just make one thing at the end of the chapter. We now have all of our available resources for crafting stuff. And of course, we have our 4 current party members. So what I think I would like to do is see if we can't, at the very least, fill up these empty hands so they might be able to be productive, and then upgrade something for somebody if we have enough resources to do so. So a quick jump cut to see what I decide to do. Alright, in the interest of having more and varied things that we can do, I'm going to give Pastel's offhand item a throwing net. So once per combat we can throw a throwing net, and if it connects it will pin the foe for 2 turns. Pin being the target cannot move and the defenses are lowered. So on the turns that she doesn't have something to do, she can use her action to stand guard and aim at a location to shoot something that moves into it, and then once they have done, we can throw a net against them. So we'll create that and equip for her. And then so she's doing that, but that takes 0 days, does it not? Oh, 20 days remaining. So it'll take her 20 days to do that. And we can't craft something else at the same time. So let's take the other heroes. And we need to head over to Grambarn Altar. That's our investigation. And we have 350 days left, and clearing Gorgon sites will get us more time. However, I don't know where the Gorgon sites are. We can see that the South Ghost Watermill has some vines growing out of it here. I think that insinuates that enemies are preparing or growing in that location. So what I'm going to have is, from here I want, how do I select everybody that isn't Pastel? Right, well, we're going to have the group travel to South Ghost Watermill. And Pastel came along with them, which I didn't want, but evidently I've screwed that up. Gothic has come into possession of a powerful artifact. Alright. To humble ends. O wandering stranger, come hide from the moon. The barrels are full and the fiddle's in tune. Come ask the barkeep for a bowl, cup and spoon. We'll dance you to sleep, or we'll drink until noon. Why, you look worried. The chorus is better. Kite glances at a gleam. Gothic realizes the dagger in his hand is flashing with the mixed light of the moon and fire. Oh, it's nothing. Though he clutches it away, his rival has gotten a good look. It's got the mark of Aldwain. It's too late to deny it. The vision of the blade once beheld can never be forgotten. Kite. The rippling edge is oddly arresting. The Aldwain family grim crest glares, craven into the hilt. I didn't mean to let you see it. But what I intend seems to weigh little in its gravity. Darkness is in every heart already, right? No evil magic required for that. But this blade somehow makes that darkness grow until it kills. My only friend from way back. Anyway, she passed it to me. According to legend, this weapon, the Oath of Aldwain, was made by the last persecuted Aldwain mystic. It was made for vengeance, to cause suffering. It ruined a whole age of our land. Shattered what generations had built. So now, I need to make sure that doesn't happen again. That's why we're headed, isn't it? To destroy that thing? You're not needed. I mean, you can turn back if it's too much. I intend to slip away once we got close. I'm not sure I trust you to finish the job, would say Kite. Or, in fact, I don't think the time is right, says Gothic. I don't think the time is right. Right, how? So apparently I wasted 8 days doing that. But what I want is faith, craft, faith, net. Alright, I'm gonna triple check how I get the others to move whilst leaving faith to do that. Unless this means something particular. To humble ends. Oh, wandering stranger, come hide from the moon. We did this already. Okay, so I think when we select this one instead, we'll get a different area of plot, and by choosing, in fact, I don't think the time is right, we leave this opportunity open, perhaps. But hey, Pastel is crafting. Let's just get Kite moving up to Maraland for a recruitment opportunity via South Ghost Watermill. So by giving the three of them the same order, they moved together. Pastel has created her throwing net. So now Pastel can too travel to the South Watermill. And we've arrived at the Otter Plain. So Faith got here first. Let's just have everyone convene here. I know I shouldn't be wasting time with people standing alone, but hey, we're doing what we can. And it seems that there is no combat here. So what we need to do is build a pass over this mountain range. And if we upset some ancient evil sleeping within the mountain's heart, what then? Carve a pass. A pass allows heroes to cross mountain ranges. Passes take time to carve. We need to get started. So, the three of us are here. It's going to take 88 days. Will we just get started if we wait for Pastel to come? No, the three of them will start and then Pastel will join to speed up proceedings once they arrive. Of course, all this time, the calamities and the incursions are risking their spawnings once their numbers reach 0. But now, the entire party... how long to prepare a defense? During an incursion, enemy reduce their incursion size by 1. How much time to do this? Tier 2, 9 days. Tier 1, 26 days remaining. Yeah, let's do this. That's not a huge amount of time for the investment we gain, especially for a location that's so central. And now we can move up to Maryland. And up there, we want to recruit a 5th member to our party, please. Everyone's going to go because we're working our way to the northwest anyway. And we have found new recruit, romantic leader, Lifer. Lifer Griff. Male, masculine, blah, blah, blah. Stats are what they are. I'm not going to try and re-roll anything. I'm just going to take the person we have been offered. Costs 3 legacy points. We have 6 available to us. Sure. And then Lifer ran, heading into a group in the Gorgons, pitchfork whirling like a windmill. It would have been hilarious if it wasn't. Hey, don't get me wrong. I was worried about you. At least I did something instead of bolting. How many were there? 2? Maybe 3? So more like 6 or 7, counting the ones you couldn't see. Don't get me wrong either. I admire your courage. But you know what they say. You can't flank a Draven with one mystic. Is that what they say? It's one of those inconvenient truths. Well then. I can pack up and join you as soon as tomorrow. Just like that? Great, I like your style. What's your speciality? We have 2 hunters, 1 warrior, and 1 mystic. Whilst we might be able to min-max for stats. No, we can't see their character sheet. So I'm going to get another warrior. I'd rather have 2 warriors, 2 hunters, and a single mystic, because mystics are most complicated and fragile, I think. So someone to befriend Kite would do us well. And they need help to get their gear ready. 25 days. He said he'd be ready as soon as tomorrow. And taking people out is only going to increase the amount of time this takes. So we'll get everyone helping with that. We could split the party, but splitting the party seems like a dangerous affair. Your enemies have advanced their plans over time. This monster is now stronger. It leaves a trail of corrupted ground wherever it moves. This one has +1 damage, +1 damage, and +1 armor. We currently have 3 legacy points if we wish to cancel one of these things. Honestly, these will seem fairly mundane, and so I'm going to save the legacy points for now. I might be biting myself, putting my foot in my mouth, but what's the phrase I'm looking for? I can't remember. Did we do this? 1 day remaining. Lifa Griff is now a Greenhorn warrior. Backslam. Active as a swift action. Every other turn, Lifa knocks an enemy up to 3 tiles away, dealing 1 damage for each armor Lifa has. Blood Rage. Infuriated by wounds, Lifa deals 1 damage for every 2 health he is missing. Zealous Leap. Every other turn, as a swift action, Lifa makes a daring leap up to 3 spaces away. Let's take the backslam and then turn this guy into like an armored tank over time. So we're still told that we can clear Gorgon sites to gain more time, but I have no idea where we would find Gorgon sites on this map. So with nothing else to go on, I'm just going to move northwest with the party towards Gramban Altar. Gramban Altar. Scout. Does the time decrease? Time increases. Let's just take everybody. Whatever we find there, there'll probably be a fight and we want all of us there to deal with it. Kurtimba has been revealed. And so these are lurking Gorgons, and this is Assault the Gladbarn Shire. So let's deal with the lurking Gorgons first. Their strength is 5, +1 from infested tiles. I guess these tiles are infested because you can see the thorns kind of ghosting through their unrevealed colours. Also with this one all the way over here, but I don't think we're going to make it that far during this chapter of the campaign, or at least this episode. So, lurking Gorgons. Assault the lurking Gorgons. Simple enough. Let's take everybody, because why would we leave someone behind? The sun's fallen, and a silver fog floats from the trees where shadows pool. Kite, stop for a second. We're all getting lost in this stuff. It's thickening. What have I said about sneaking up, Almost lost my water. The quiet forms a fence around them, impenetrable. The whirling air almost utterly opaque. Pastel? Gothic? Lifer? I think we need to not stand here. Let's get to those trees. At least they're solid. They halt just inside the shelter of the pines, the dark air clinging wet, the trunks they press to dampen their palms. I don't like tree clinging, generally. And then something vast moves beside them, slow, achingly slow. It passes, too enormous to be seen, impossibly silent. I'd believe in anything now. Night's fallen. The fog wanders away, clinging to the felty outline of the gargantuan shadow. Let's find the others. Maybe they saw it too. Maybe they saw it better. I'd rather us take a look now. Trails go cold quicken in the dark. So we have Faith and Kite. Kite can hit hard. Faith has been a little injured, but I think we can take a peek now. Come on, Faith. Who knows what we'll find? Maybe even a mysteriously handsome wild man. You're feeling brave today, huh? The night, emptied of silence, fills again with noise. Crickets and owls and scuttling ferrets. You saying I'm not normally brave? Approximating where the giant had passed, they search. There are no footprints. Or are there? Pools of green light are spaced along between the unbroken pine trunks, perhaps at distance to match the thing's huge strides. Even as they watch, the light pools rapidly shrink to the ground, dying, sinking, perhaps just fading in the starlight. Kite runs to stoop over one of these, and scrapes the earth away with the tip of his spear. Careful! Scratch, scratch. He plucks a glowing seed from the ground as it tries to burrow deeper. It slips in his grasp, but then floats, settling in the air. Rustle, rustle. Deer, boars, or worse out there. Snatching the seed, Kite secures it in his pocket. This is shouting distance, right? It's certainly worth a try. Pastel? Gothic? Lifer? Their friends find them. But so do their enemies. Combat modifiers. Disorder. All heroes. Walling provides no armor this combat. So, walling is when you have two heroes stood next to one another orthogonally. It creates extra shielding. However, right now we do not have that, but we do have to fight a Geist, a Bogmore, a Rager, a Raccoon, and one more foe will appear on turn 3. And here is our party, and up ahead and in the darkness are further foes. So, Lifer is up front. And, oh no, who's up first? Pastel is going first from here. We can see the foes from range. So I don't know why we wouldn't take a ranged shot opportunity. 3 damage and 1 blocked. Then Kite is up. Alas, we cannot make our way up there to attack, but we can stand here and select Guardian. Guarding against foes that come within range. Lifer can step to this segment here and do the same. Then Faith, also our ranged companion, can swap their weapon back to their bow. No, can we not? Is Faith not currently... Not sure what's happened there, but... Oh, there you go. We weren't in range. That's it. They dodged that one. And now Gothic is up. We'll take a few steps forward, and then we're going to interfuse with something. If that rock is in range, that seems like a good candidate. And from here, we can discus and hopefully attack these two creatures, one bouncing off the next. 5 damage and then an extra 1 to the Rager behind. The Raccoon and the Bogmore are revealed from the shadows. Lifer takes his opportunity attack that he prepared, but then gets attacked from behind because Kite was on the wrong side, unfortunately. Now, Pastel, how far is our range? I think we're just all going to gang up on this thing. Unfortunately, that is blocked. Do we want to move? Well, this is Kite, so let's not move the incorrect hero. And strike. 5 damage is very strong, and we get to strike again. Or is this Lifer? This is Lifer. They are now gone. So, Faith. From here, we can attack the Raccoon across the cavern. They took cover. And then Gothic. We have used the stone we infused with. It no longer exists. But we can certainly infuse with something closer. Interfuse, excuse me. Let's go with this mossy stone, because that's closest to our foes. We have Discus again. We can attack both of these things. Except the first one dodged, and so it did not deflect to the second. And at the end of turn 3, a row has appeared somewhere staggering on the map. Pastel up again first. Since we're not going to get a defensive benefit from being closer, I don't see why we would move unnecessarily close. Kite has a straight line to here without going through any corrupted tiles. And that is a huge attack with a stunt. But you can see the large number of corrupted tiles that have been left. So let's get Lifer onto this uncorrupted tile, and they can go Guardian. Faith can see the Raccoon from here, and we can now see the row, but we'll deal with the closer foe first. A good amount of damage, and then Gothic. We are still on the mossy stone, so we can discus from here. And we've taken that one out, so it's back to the top of the order. Gothic took... Kite took some damage from the corrupted ground. Gorgon corrupted land, Kite will take damage every turn he ends here. So, Pastel's up first. A simple enough decision to take the shot. I'm not sure if the cover is doing a lot for our failed attempts at attacking through them. Quite possibly so. Unfortunately, our movement speed seems to be much lower. However, if we step to here, 1, we are no longer in the corrupted space, and 2, we can go to Guardian. And here with Lifer, we will also go to Guardian, so we both get an opportunity to attack it when it moves in, rather than Lifer moving to it and attacking now, only getting the 1 attack. Faith, take the shot. Okay, so it's the armor that we're attacking through is the problem. However, with Gothic, we can simply interfuse with the tree behind the foe. Excellent. Now the foe is going to move within range of the others. We take our opportunity attacks. And a fairly simple victory. And we find some Fernshore knee pads. Plus 5 to dodge. Nobody has anything equipped in that slot yet, and so we're going to give those to Faith, because Faith nearly died in Chapter 1, lowering her max HP, so extra dodge for her seems pertinent to keep her alive. Once again, the night air belongs to the songs of ordinary creatures. Everyone still here? I hate a night battle. Keep knocking into trees. Kite and Faith recount what they saw, a colossus striding silently through the silver fog. The others never saw more than a great banks of mist separating them. They make a further search for signs of the giants passing, but are forced to camp, precious hours from sunrise, having found nothing. You're an enigma, little seed. Kite plants it on a sun-blessed hillside in a bed of soft earth. Who knows what will sprout? And we have a calamity. Our enemies have improved their strategies after the fight. This monster is now stronger, spreading corruption when killed. Yeah, the Gorgons are really putting up a fight. I guess that's part of the roguelike-ish component of this. Each campaign, you'll have different enemies doing different things. So we have cleared a Gorgon site and gained 50 days to our campaign's goals. And so next time, we will secure the Gladbarn Shrine. But for now, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, please do feel free to put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.